Hey guys, welcome back to Delaware Acre. I'm doing a little video on my GreenStalk here. It's time to trim some things back and get some of the lettuce that's gone to seed out of here and replant. My husband is cutting the grass in the background and the kids are running around like crazy, so I'm doing a voiceover today. Initially, I was just cutting back the shoots that were coming off of these strawberry plants, but I've been battling aphids in this GreenStalk all season, and I just decided to cut the strawberries back. I found this little guy. He jumped out of the plant, out of the GreenStalk when I was trimming stuff, and he's very weird looking. I've never seen anything like it. He's fuzzy and white, but I was a little fascinated by him, but I went back to chopping everything off. Like I said, I've been battling aphids in this GreenStalk all season, and even with the ladybugs' help, it just the strawberries are covered in aphids still. So I think I might actually pull these strawberry plants out of here. And then, oh look, there's that little one of those little guys. It's so weird; they blend in so well to their little white fuzz. Yeah, the lettuce at the top of this GreenStalk has gone to seed, and I just wanted to get it out of there. And I'm always fascinated. Here's another little guy. I enjoy seeing the little critters, little bugs and stuff that live in and around these plants. I just think it's so cool. Anyway, the lettuce at the top has gone to seed, and a bunch of stuff is still covered in aphids. These nasturtium are doing great. Don't have any flowers on it yet. And my calendula, this is the only plant I have that is that pretty pink calendula color like that. And I'm just deadheading, trying to encourage some growth because even though the flowers are tiny, they're so pretty. The calendula on the other side of the GreenStalk over here is a yellow color. It's not the same color as that pretty pink, but I decided to go ahead and deadhead. I wasn't sure if I should be doing that all season. I have been, and then I was watching a Melissa K. Norris YouTube video, and she was saying that you should deadhead your calendula to encourage more flower growth. So I'm glad I've been doing it all season. Once I thinned out the foliage, I was able to see more of the GreenStalk, and where the stems and I guess the leaves had been laying against the GreenStalk, it left some dirt and flower debris and leaf debris and that kind of thing. So I just got a not a Norwex, but it's a microfiber cloth, and just wiped it down. And my OCD kind of kicked in, and I ended up spending a little extra time doing this. But if I'm going to have this within eyesight and look at it every day, and it sits on my deck, it's right in my line of view when we sit down to relax for the evening and watch TV, or hang out in the family room. It's the first thing that I can see. It's the closest thing garden wise that I can see. So I want to make sure that it is appealing to the eye and doesn't look moldy or crappy or anything like that. Now that it's all clean, I decided to go ahead and plant beans, two different types of beans, because I had the packets handy, and my daughter has actually been requesting green beans with every meal. She really likes having them fresh picked from the garden, and then I saute them up with a little bit of butter and seasoning for her, and she really enjoys them. So I'm planting some more beans. I really didn't pay attention to which beans I was putting where. I probably should have, but I didn't. And this little guy, can't remember if I put him back on there or if this is another one, but I always stop to say hello and just go ahead and get the rest of these seeds in there. I did put some dill in there. I don't think any of it sprouted, or if it did, something ate it, or I can't find it. It's not in there currently. Here I am watering. The one pet peeve I have about the garden stalk is the watering system, or the watering method does not work as described. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or if it's probably user error, but I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. You're supposed to put water in the very top part, and there's a tray that sits between each level, and it's supposed to fill each level up and then drip into each level to water it slowly. But every time I fill the top tray up, it travels all the way down the center pipe to the very bottom and out the drain. It doesn't seem to water any of the plants on its way down. So I am a little frustrated with that, and I haven't been able to figure it out. I have also not reached out to the company. It's probably just user error. I'm not sure what is the problem, but it does not work. It just runs right through it. So I end up using a watering can, and I bought myself this nice pretty one because the other two that I bought from Home Depot were awful. But yeah, I just go around and water the outside of it with a watering can by hand, get a little arm workout, and it seems to work better that way. This little pot had some calendula starts and some kale in here, and I kind of just forgot about it. I always seem to forget about something in the garden. Something totally ate that kale. But just going around to the side of the house here, I brought you guys along for planting and trimming of this flower bed on the side of the house here. The calendula on this side of the house is also different than that real pretty pink one. That's the only pink one I've had. These are yellow and orange, but they make giant flowers. The bushes there, I kind of hacked them back kind of far. The first one is filling in. This bare spot is almost, I think it's going to fill in some, but I don't know. I might have taken it back too far. So here's another beautiful calendula flower, and these are marigolds here. This sunflower has already, he's already bloomed. He's on his way out. And then this one fell over, but it actually still has a beautiful bloom on it. And then my daughter's basketball is kind of holding it up. But this guy has a bloom up there, but something ate all of the leaves off from around it. I don't really know what's happening there. But this is gonna have a bunch of blooming heads on it, so. And then that one, it's almost as tall as the window. It's crazy. I think that's a mammoth. I think that's a mammoth sunflower. So these canna lilies are actually blooming this year. They look so cool. I was kind of hoping this would all fill in to kind of hide that all that ugliness, but yeah, little update. Not too bad. Look at this little guy. Gonna go live in the compost bin.